Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Zach,
And a metro.
and in this episode, we'll be going over when did you figure out when you wanted to go to med school, starting with Mitchell. So, tell us about it.
Yes. Well, wow. Um, I think I wanted to go since I was in middle school, probably high school. One of the reasons that I wanted to do it was because I had a couple family encounters with diseases, and my family was a couple family members were very sick, and some of them died in some horrific diseases but anyways, and then um so it's not like I wanted to go to med school because I wanted to cure them. It's kind of like I wanted to know more, you know. So I
Yeah.
was like just fascinated by the whole like human body and how it works, and how it breaks down, and just everything. I really like how things work.
So,
High
my question
school,
for you is why med school and not PA school since it's the same thing?
I want to be able to have the power to do something about it. As a physician's assistant,
They have power.
yes, but I will always have to go by what the doctors say,
Yeah,
and I don't want that. I don't want anyone above me.
I see that.
Um, yeah. So that's why, and I mean, and then I think when I talk more about it with my brother, he's a um he's in the medical field. He kind of like pushed me out of the not push me directly, but like kind of I'll say he killed my dream in a way. Like he pretty much explained me how long it will take, how many years it will take, the divorce rates. And for some reason, he brought up divorce rates. Kind of like if you want to have a family, you can't do it. And I'm like, dude, I'm like 17 years old, like listening to divorce rates. And I'm like, dude, what if I want to have a family? I think I want to have a family. I don't know if I want to have a family. So I'm like, shit. Like, and also he brought up suicide rates, and like how like the happy like how happy doctors are, and that's why he doesn't want to do it. And he was just telling me all these things, and I'm like, and I listened to him because he's my older brother, and he's already gone through like the whole like nursing degree or whatever. I think he wasn't even a nurse yet. I think he was studying to become a nurse or whatever. But he just talked me out of it. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm not gonna do it.
Going
So
back to that family thing though, Mama Dr. Jones, I think she had twins while she was in residency. And I think she
so it
had
is
two more kids when she finished her residency.
so it is doable.
She did it, so. And she had to
Yeah,
carry the kids. You don't have to do that yourself, so.
right. So I'm pretty sure many people have done like you know more monumental things like that. Well, after that, I decided to go to college and decided to not do pre med track because I was not going to apply to med school. There was no way I was going to apply to med school. I still had this mentality of like, why should I? Like my brother already explained me all this stuff. Like, so I pushed my dream away. Well, anyways, my dad got into an accident, and after his accident, it was kind of like it was. I don't know. It was just hard to explain. It was kind of just like an awakening moment. And I kind of reopened the idea of maybe I want to, because I was surrounded by doctors all the time. I was like, it's a whole more private story that I'm not gonna tell it here, but yeah, definitely not. But um, so it kind of like brought up the idea to the surface, kind of when you open a wound. And I went back to college. I went back to college, and I decided to go for lifeguard, become a lifeguard, a beach lifeguard.
You think you go to
And
college for that?
No. I did it during the summer.
Okay.
So like I went back to school after the accident, after my dad's accident, and I during the summer I wanted to be a lifeguard, and being a lifeguard cemented the idea like 99.9% that oh my fucking god, like what am I doing with my life? Like why should I listen to someone who doesn't want to go to med school? Why should I just take it face value? And the reason that I decided to quit nursing school was because as a lifeguard, I I was in charge. Well, I wasn't in charge, but like there were moments that I was, you're responsible for other people's lives, and I saved a lot of people during that summer. Um, and I had many times where I almost I almost died. Like there were many instances where like I didn't think I was gonna make it back, but I think it cemented my idea. And then when I went back to college after the summer ended, I realized, oh my goodness, I am so behind. I don't have any classes ready. I don't have any prerequisites ready. I don't have any shadowing, no internship, no nothing. I don't even know what to do. So like the first thing I did was like get in touch with like a friend of a friend that I knew that was applying to medical school. And I kind of asked her, and I was like, "Hey, would you like to get some coffee?" And I think she thought we were like, I think she thought I was gonna ask her on a date or something. I'm not even kidding, because like one of the reasons she was like, "Are you like asking me out? Like, is this a date?" And I'm like, I really wanted to say like I don't see you like that, but I needed the information, so I said no. I thought I could pick your brain on this stuff. So I talked to her for like I don't know how many hours, like 2 3 hours. She explained me like a lot. She explained me what to do, what to take, what all the things that I needed to do to start the process. So I spoke with her for like 2 3 hours, and she even loaned me the books, the MCAT books, the first MCAT books that I had. I wasn't able to study that much because I was taking all the prerequisites at the same time as taking my regular classes. But that's it. I figured it out, and thanks to lifeguarding, thanks to multiple things. Crazy story, but
A very
now
big turn.
I know, right? So now I'm studying for med school. Crazy.
It's very crazy.
What about you?
What about me?
Tell me your story.
Growing up, I was very sick. Uh,
Okay.
throwing up, all that fun stuff. Can't hold food down. So the head physician there always told my parents everything would be okay and always comforted my parents. Just seeing that, I didn't hear that story till later in life, like high schoolish. But hearing
Hmm.
from that, I learned that, man, this physician was able to calm my parents down that no one else really can calm down, and able to make them feel at ease of their child gonna be okay. I want to be able to do that for other people, but also being a pharmacy intern, I'm doing health fairs, being with patients, taking their blood pressures, getting them shots, counseling patients. I had one scenario which I talked about in my med school application where I helped a patient find a new doctor. Their doctor was discriminating against them because they're black. They were
Wow.
they were getting refills for maintenance medications, which are medicines you need for your disease states, 2 months later than their white friend with the same doctor.
Wow.
And so we talked, and me and the pharmacist talked to him and helped him find a new doctor. Just around there. So yeah.
So is that your exact moment when you got your calling?
Now my calling was back when I heard that story from my parents about the
Oh
doctor who
wow.
comforted them.
So how old were you when you heard this story?
It was like high school because they just didn't really tell me because they're like, yeah, that's not important. I started asking questions and
But
stuff.
like, so I feel like everyone gets a specific calling. Everyone gets that specific day. Maybe you won't remember it because I don't remember it, but I can remember like the months or the year. Like everyone gets a specific moment of like clarity, and then you're like, oh my god, like this is what I want to do, like 100%. Oh my god, like this, I'm definitely doing this. Was that the moment for you?
More so. I knew I wanted to do something medical before then, so I was leaning towards pharmacy or
Right.
medical. And I went pharmacy route just so I got the major for either chemistry major, bio major. I think that'd be interesting. I went for the drug major. So,
So
you know,
drugs legally. That's the way to do it.
doctors use a lot of drugs. I figured a pharmacy degree would help a lot more than a biology degree.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And you yes, there it's benefits you money wise, benefits you studying wise. Like
It's not a lot of
it's a
studying.
big deal. Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
2 pharmacology courses, I think, in some med schools, and that's like everyone's course. Most people fail. So,
Wow.
hopefully that aces.
I'm sure you will. You gotta use Anki. I'm just kidding.
I use that Anki. I think
Yeah.
that's our stories though. So I think that's it for this video. Anything you want to
All
add?
right. Yeah. No. That's I think that's it. If probably in the future we'll get more into details. Make a video of like really detailing stuff. But yeah. But that's it for now. Thanks for listening, guys.
As always, subscribe, like, comment, the fun stuff. And see you next video.
Have a good night.